Good morning. Today I'll be talking about the recent cost of living crisis and how a small coffee shop can address this issue. I decided to create my own dataset as it is simple to manipulate and simple and straightforward to use for analytic tools. Before the cost of living crisis, a $4 coffee had minimal impact on consumers' budgets, only representing just 0.04% of the average weekly disposable income of $1,124. This financial flexibility allowed 50 consumers to purchase coffee regularly, reflecting strong demand and a willingness to prioritize small luxuries. Discretionary spending was common, with coffee serving as an affordable and routine indulgence. During the crisis, disposable income dropped to $1,057, making the same $4 coffee a larger relative expense. Combined with this rising essential cost, demand fell to 35 consumers at that price. A leftward demand curve shift in the graph highlights this contraction, showing how tighter budgets force consumers to cut non-essential purchases. Businesses must now adapt to reduce spending on items once considered trivial. Conditional formatting will assist the coffee shop in quickly identifying critical trends like the drop in daily customers or declining order values, signaling the need for interventions like loyalty programs or menu adjustments. Color coding the most ordered drinks column reveals shifts to cheaper options. For example, the shift from $4.50 lattes to $3 black coffees, guiding targeted promotions or cost-saving menu changes. Highlighting plummeting add-on sales or dine-in rates with icon sets or data bars pinpoints lost revenue opportunities, prompting strategies like bundle deals or takeout optimization. Meanwhile, green highlighted loyalty program usage confirms its value, encouraging expansion to retain budget-conscious customers. These visual tools enable swift data-backed decisions to adapt to economic pressures, such as the recent cost of living crisis. Pivot tables provide coffee shops with a clear snapshot of how the cost of living crisis impacts their business. The provided table reveals a 33% drop in daily customers and a 22% decline in average order value between 2022 and 2024, highlighting reduced foot traffic and weaker spending power. By breaking down sales data into pre and post crisis comparisons, owners can the coffee shop owner can pinpoint which area, such as dine-in versus takeaway or premium versus budget drinks, require immediate attention. This high-level overview helps prioritize strategies like introducing loyalty programs or smaller, affordable menu items to counteract declining revenue. Beyond diagnosis, pivot tables enable ongoing performance tracking as the shop implements changes such as discounted bundles or streamlined operations. Monthly updates to the pivot table can measure their effectiveness. For instance, if the average order value begins to stabilize or rebound, it signals that pricing adjustments are working. By continuously monitoring these metrics, the business can adapt quickly to shifting consumer behavior, ensuring resources are allocated to the most impactful solutions during economic uncertainty. This dynamic approach turns raw data into a roadmap for resilience. This summary statistic table provides a clear snapshot of how a small Australian coffee shop has been impacted by the cost of living crisis, comparing 2022 and 2024 performance. The data reveals significant drops in daily customers and an average order value, along with a 38.5% decline in add-on purchases, highlighting reduced consumer spending power. However, it also identifies opportunities such as an increased loyalty program usage and a shift to takeaway orders, which can inform strategic adjustments. By quantifying these trends, the coffee shop could make data-driven decisions, like introducing budget-friendly bundles or optimizing takeout operations to stabilize revenue and adapt to changing consumer behavior during economic uncertainty. The business and the economy framework helps the small coffee shop navigate Australia's cost of living crisis by connecting macroeconomic trends to actionable micro level strategies. Rising inflation and interest rates have reduced household disposable income, leading consumers to cut discretionary spending, evident in declining demand for premium coffee drinks. At the same time, supply side pressures squeeze profit margins. By analyzing these economic independencies, coffee shops can adapt strategically, adjusting menus to emphasize affordable options, optimizing supply chains to reduce costs, and leveraging loyalty programs to retain price sensitive customers. This framework transforms broad economic challenges into targeted business solutions, ensuring resilience amid financial pressures. The regression line provides valuable insight into how the small coffee shop revenue has responded over time to the pressures of the cost of living crisis. Within the business and economy framework, it reflects how consumer spending patterns shift in response to broader economic conditions, such as inflation, reduced disposable income, and the rising living costs. Initially, revenue declined as consumers cut back on non-essential spending, but the upward trend captured by the regression line indicates that the coffee shop adapted its strategies, possibly through pricing adjustments, loyalty programs, or more affordable menu options. This trend helps the business forecast future revenue, assess the effectiveness of its responses, and make informed decisions about resource allocation, pricing, and marketing. By using data to guide planning, the business can better align with consumer behavior during economic hardship, ensuring sustainability and resilience in a volatile market environment. In conclusion, this project has allowed me to demonstrate valuable employability skills that directly transferable to modern business environments. By analyzing the impact of the cost of living crisis on a small coffee shop, I've shown my ability to collect and interpret data through customized datasets and statistical analysis, apply economic frameworks to connect macroeconomic trends with operational decisions, utilize business analytic tools like Excel, pivot tables, and regression analysis to derive actionable insights, develop strategic recommendations that balance customer needs with business sustainability, communicate complex information clearly through visualizations and concise reporting. These skills, combining technical analysis with practical problem solving, would enable me to help organizations navigate economic challenges while identifying growth opportunities. My approach demonstrates how data driven decision making can create resilience even in difficult market conditions, a capability that would add immediate value to any employer facing similar business challenges. This project highlights my readiness to contribute analytical skills, business acumen, and strategic thinking to help companies adapt and thrive in evolving economic landscape.